Time now for the Pay Channel morning news on this Friday morning, September 18th, 2015. Good morning to you all this Friday morning, September 18th, 2015. Here are your news that I hear that I top story here at 7:30 in the morning time here on this Friday morning. Is U.S. Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump is causing controversy yet again, this time for failing to correct his supporter who would call President Barack Obama a Muslim and a foreigner. Last night, Carly Fieri and the Democrats named it as today top 20 top Democrats to the challenge. London, Europe's muddled response to the migration crisis continued to sow confusion and frustration of Friday as throngs of asylum seekers poured into Croatia from Serbia, even though most border crossings were officially closed. Peshawar, Pakistan, embraced the Taliban and protected the Pakistani military base on the outskirts of the northwestern city of Peshawar killed 20 people on Friday, including 16 worshippers who have gunned down when the militants stormed the mosque inside. London, European stocks fell on Friday and then the bonds rose, pushing yields sharply lower after the U.S. Federal Reserve cited weakening global growth and the recent absorption of financial market volatility as the reason for not raising interest rates. The meteorological summer, June, July, and August saw the highest global average temperature since records began in 1880, as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported. Geneva, UNICEF says attacks are, and by armed extremist group Boko Haram forced 500,000 children to flee their homes in the last 5 months. In Ouagadougou, security forces in the capital of Burkina Faso fired in the air on Friday to disperse demonstrators who burnt taps and tires and blocked neighborhood streets to protest military coup this weekend to derail the democratic transition. Tokyo, Japan's parliament was moving toward the final approval of the legislation that would loosen post-World War II. Constraints placed in the military is an issue that sparked the sizable street protests and raised fundamental questions about whether London, a year after the Tories voters remained and chose to remain in the United Kingdom, Scotland's leader said it was be wrong to rule out another independence referendum. Hours after rescuers traversed the 100-foot drop in a rugged Utah area to find the seventh victim of a flash flood, Zion National Park officials released the names of all those killed. A federal appeals court on Thursday ruled that the federal requirement that the President Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act employers provided birth control coverage imposed the two created the burden of the employers with religious beliefs that opposed the practice. Wisconsin Governor cardboard cut out of himself, Scott Walker rented into Wednesday's debate. Wait a minute, mission. He needed to break out performance to reestablish himself as a legitimate candidate for the White House after seeing as once votable in Poland. A Virginia student who has leading the fight against high school's ban of clubs and blazing it with the Confederate flag said they were unsure what the steps will be because they were worried about the potential for violence. Verizon Communications and Coburn drops, but nightly mid-mile profit of Brooklyn, the last known price was $45.23 per share. The price decreased by 0.96 points to negative 2.08%, which made the investor buy on weakness. Second more, the U.S. Federal Reserve delays its decision to delay interest rates, which are raised in present a clear picture of the performance of emerging economies as displays that investors will believe the U.S. The trader Raymond James Association Incorporated in Park Avenue, New York, couldn't believe it when the headline flashed at 2 p.m. Deutsche Bank AG will close its Russian banking and securities business as co-chief executive officer John Crowder presses that will plan to exit some countries as London grapples with an alleged money laundering probe in its Moscow office. Within just 3 weeks of the 16-month data download from New Horizons mission, scientists have already unlocked many of Pluto's plasma mysteries with startlingly clear images and radiography and spectrography results revealing young. It's a tradition not as newly as old as a Nobel Prize and a lot stranger since 1991 when some planet Earth's best and brightest researchers have given it to Harvard University and offered some awards for ridiculous scientific discoveries were practical. The Arctic mosquito, a larger, furrier version of hibiscus pest on Canada, longer breeding season as Arctic pods warped earlier in the year, researchers from the Dot River have found. Many people have not been aware of the fact that the personal care items like face washes, toothpaste, shampoos, scrubbers, and beauty products which we use in our daily life contain microbeads. Ben Carson and Donald have had a good time, not about vaccination. A new drug drive stand the likelihood that diabetic patients with established cardiovascular disease will suffer down from a heart attack, stroke, or heart failure. New study finds. Researchers find that drinking an average cup of coffee a day will not only keep you awake, but will also mess with your sleep cycle and make your body suffer the next day. Washington, give flu vaccine another chance this year's version of the recipe change that should make it more effective after last winter's misery from the nasty surprise strain of virus. Peter Chaladusan, 7:35. Time now for a sports report here. Boston Red Sox total about 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. 7:07 p.m. tonight in Toronto here. And the Norton Lancers boys soccer team to be taken out of the Dover Sherman Raiders, while the Norton Lancers football team will have a home opener at North High against the Hopkinton Hillers here. The New England Patriots are headed to the Buffalo take on the Bills as the odds makers currently have the game in the push, so they're protected at even battle is the tradition with Brett Ryan. With number 11 Clemson slowly pulling away in this 2017 win at Louisville. And the ACC opener for both schools Thursday to Hearst Carter received a big moment boost for one of their smallest papers. Texas at Texas wins for straight against Houston. The teams will be going in opposite direction, but it's not over. The Rebels will meet again next week in Houston. Peter Chaladusan, 7:36 here. Time out for a Trevor reporter on this Friday morning here. And starting you off out in the Ocean State, where Group 4 on the southbound side, it is so from 102 next to the North Kingstown, 95 on the northbound side, so from Beach Greenwich all the way up to 295 work doing an exit in here on 95 on the southbound side after Route 117 in Warwick here. 295, 95 is southbound, so after 295 to Route 117 in Warwick here. 95 on the northbound side, so from Route 37 in Warwick all the way out to downtown Providence here. Route 6 to the eastbound side, so from Route 120 to the 610 connector here. 610 connector is slow from Route 6 all the way up to downtown Providence here. 95 on the southbound side, so from Route 126 in Pawtucket all the way up to downtown Providence here. 95 on the northbound side, so for the downtown Providence section. 195 on the westbound side, so from Route 114 in Seek all the way up to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side, so from Route 50 to North Providence all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side is slow from 146 to North Smith to Route 99 in Lincoln right now there. 195 on the eastbound side, get an accident before Route 6 in Swansea, so expect some delays there. 195 on the eastbound side, so from 103 at Somerset to the Bergen Bridge and Fall River here. Bourne Bridge on the southbound side, it's a little slow. Route 20 on the northbound side, slow around the Bourne Rotary here. 20 on the both ends, slow down the stretch. 95 on the northbound side, it is slow from 295 in Albert all the way out to before Route 495 Mansfield and hit brakes again after Route 140 in Mansfield all the way out to Route 1 in Sharon near. 495 on the southbound side, get it active around Route 18 in Renfrew, so expect some delays here. 95 on the northbound side, so before Route 120 in Cantoneer. 24 on the northbound side, so from 139 in Southern Long after Route 128 in Cantoneer. Route 3 on the northbound side of this, so from Derby Street and Hingham all the way out to the Braintree split there. 128 on the northbound side of this, so for the split all the way out to 24 here. 495 on the northbound side, so from Route 140 in Franklin all the way to 495 in the Mass Pike in Westbury here. 298 in the eastbound side of this, so from Armored all the way to Route 9 in Worcester here. 146 on the northbound side, so before 298 here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, so for Route 9 in Framingham all the way out to the Austin Bratton tolls here. And Mass Pike in the eastbound side, get an accident after Route 9 in Framingham, so expect delays here. Southface Expressway southbound side, so from Milton all the way to this Braintree split, Southface Expressway northbound side, so from the split all the way at the Dorchester here. 120 on the northbound side, get an accident around Route 1 in Norwood here. 120 on the northbound side, it's slow from 95 in Westwood all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. 120 on the northbound side, so from Route 1 in Peabody all the way out to 95. 120 on the southbound side, so for the Peabody stretch. 128 here. Up north, we got a couple of accidents here. 120 to the southbound side, get an accident over 1A. Another accident at 120 southbound up to Route 114, so expect some delays there. Thibodeau and Tunnel on both ends of Boston, it's looking good. Mass Pike on the westbound side, it is slow from Logan Airport to South Boston here. 93 on the southbound side, so from Medford all the way out to the Zankin Bridge in Boston. 93 on the northbound side, so from 28 in Stoneham all the way out to past Route 128 and 93 on the southbound side, so from Wilmington all the way out to Route 128 there. 120 on the southbound side, so from Linfield all the way out to Lexington here. 290 in the eastbound side, it is open for 495 in Marlborough. 495 in the southbound side after 290 in Marlborough, it's a little slow here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so before Route 495. Route 2 in the westbound side, so for Lexington to Route 128. Route 2 in the eastbound side, an accident after Route 16 in Belmont, so expect some delays. Route 2 from Route 16 Belmont to Cambridge. Around Route 3. Route 495 on the southbound side, so around the Wilton Sedge. 495 on the northbound side, so from 119 to Route 225 in Westford here. Route 3 to the southbound side, so from Route 40 in Chelsea all you get to Billbrick here. 93 to the southbound side is slower around Route 495 in Lawrence. 495 on both ends slow at Route 93 to that over here. We got an accident here. Route 3 and stop. Accident around Route 4 at Chelsea. Another accident on Route 3 stop on North Billbrick. So expect some delays here. Up in New Hampshire here. All the highways in the Granite State are looking good, and up under the main turnpike here. Looking good from York all the way up to the Augusta via Portland here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the MBTA here. Civil National folks, Mr. Better delays. Providence Solar Line train 841, 6:35 a.m. from substation late today. 10 to 15 minutes due to mechanical problem here. And on the ferries, all human and all ferry trips will be about 14 days due to scheduled long arm bridge construction. Added 3 to 8 minutes of travel. Peter telling news times now 7:41 here on this Friday morning here. And it is time now for weather reporter, and it is another clear blue start to your morning on this Friday morning here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, most of the time, how about 86 degrees, southward up to about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Today, pitch back up to 5 a.m. Podcast got about 60 degrees, southward about 6 miles becoming county deer. Sunday, pitch back for 8 a.m. west, most of the time, how about 80 degrees, Cowboy becoming southward 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning here. Sunday night, most skies got about 62 degrees, light south wind. Sunday, slight change to showers before 11 a.m. Parts of the sky about 73 degrees, light available wind becoming northward 6 miles per hour in the morning here. Chest patient 20%. Saturday night, most coast got about 52 degrees. Monday, most of the podcast got about 16 about 52 degrees. Tuesday, parts of the podcast got on Tuesday, about 6 out about 53 degrees. Wednesday, most of the podcast got about 72 about 53 degrees for Thursday. Most of that got about 74 degrees. Not temperature at 7:42 a.m. 55 degrees with clear skies, humidity 93%. And that is going to be for the period chill. Morning news at 7:30 a.m. on September 18th, 2015 on a Friday. PUC. Have a good day with a good bye today, dear.